So this is my review of part one of the book 1984 by Orson Welles. Personally, I think the book started out kind of slow. It picked up a lot as we got closer to the end of part one. We're kind of brought into the story, Winston's awakening, I guess, Winston Smith. It seems like we've just been brought in right when he's kind of coming to the realization that his life kind of sucks and his government is bad, and we get to learn of his level of paranoia. There's good reason for him to be paranoid. There are things called telescreens where the government can watch him constantly. There are children that are out to see if he is maybe a thought criminal. There are random people that they're so into the government that they will follow people around to see if they are doing anything that the government would not like. It seems like Winston, in this point in his life, is taking a lot of risks because he doesn't like what he sees and he kind of wants to change it. He's associating with the proles right now a great deal. The proles are the really low-class society members, although they make up approximately 85% of the society. And in doing so, he's skipping out on the community center, which is where a lot of the party members go in the evening to socialize and kind of just to show that they are one with the party. The other big risk he's taking is he's writing in a diary right now, expressing his feelings about why he doesn't like the government. And those things combined kind of make him a target right now. One thing that I kind of find that's weird with Winston is how much pride he takes in his job. He's really excited about, I guess, change. Well, maybe not excited, but he wants to be the person at the Ministry of Truth that changes history, basically, or rewrites things. He has someone who sits across from him that he kind of feels is almost a rival, and he hopes that every time something goes out to be rewritten, that his version is the one that's chosen, which is kind of odd since he doesn't agree with a lot of the things the government does. In terms of the society in general, the type of life that a lot of the party members live is very oppressive. It's supposed to be better because they got rid of the capitalists and now everybody's kind of equal and receives their rations and gets what they need, but there's really a lack of freedoms, and those lack of freedoms really make it difficult to be intelligent, or they dissuade you from being intelligent. There's a new language they're developing called Newspeak that essentially is going to get rid of any way of even being against the government. There won't even be words to define how you feel if you feel if you feel like you don't agree with what the government's doing. The other weird thing about the society is the constant fear of being banished. If you do go against the government and the thought police catch you, then they can take you away and you're basically beaten and then tortured until you make a confession and then killed. Sometimes you get to come back into society for a year or two, but then you end up being banished forever anyway. So the other kind of weird thing in the book is the desexualization of everybody, where sex is really looked down upon, especially for the party members. I mean, they look at it. I mean, they even have a group that's like Virgins Forever or something like that, where women wear these belts, these sashes that say that they're basically not going to have sex, and they just kind of leave it to the proles to populate the world or populate Oceania. Although they also realize that people are still going to have certain desires, and I guess a lot of the male party members end up going to prostitutes that are proles. So all in all, kind of a odd society, obviously definite dystopia in terms of the government makes you think that everything's great, but that's not really true because there are so many things that that take away your freedoms and take away your chance to be who you want. So that's my analysis of part one of 1984.